Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And once again, this is the one-day chart. We're sitting here at $3.08. We're up 2.65% today. And everybody earlier today was saying we're going back down under $2 on the price of XRP. I think we're going in the other direction. I think we are going to head towards $4 plus. And you know, the one thing I really want to happen in this cycle is I want all of you to get life-changing money out of this run. And as long as you don't sell too soon, that can happen. You know, then you go on to start to build on passive income, things like that. Maybe open a small business, maybe you buy your first house, whatever it may be. I want that for all of you. That's what this has always been about for me. You know, most people, they get into crypto and they're like, well, I just hope I make a lot of money. I want everybody to make a lot of money. And I want to keep you positive until we get there. We will talk about passive income options in the future. We're going to talk about loaning out your XRP without any risk and getting that passive income, possibly borrowing against your crypto. There's so many possibilities that are still coming for this cryptocurrency. And look at Bitcoin, sitting at $114,843. It's down 0.02% today. XRP, when the market bounces back, XRP outperforms both Bitcoin and Ethereum. We see it every single time now. It's because people are positioning themselves away from Bitcoin and even Ethereum. New investors, they want to be whole coiners of something. Most of them cannot afford to buy one whole Bitcoin. So why even bother buying it at all when you could actually build a decent bag of XRP? This comes from Barry C, and this is very factual. So XRP at $3 will be an opportunity a lot of people pass up on and ignore. XRP at $1,000, people will be desperate to own even a portion of one XRP. The XRP FOMO will be out of control. The fact that you are buying your XRP right now at $3, you beat so many people to this space. There's people out there right now that never invested in the crypto that will be buying XRP when it's above $10, $20, $30, and so on. The fact that you're buying at the prices we're at now, it's going to allow you to accumulate a bigger bag than the person that gets here tomorrow and the next day and the day after that. This run is going to be the first run where institutional money is flowing in, and that's an absolute game changer. XRP Rich List update reveals how much you need now to be among top 10% and top 1%. I always told you, ignore the rich list, because if you are trying to get to the 1% or the 10%, it's only going to cause you to end up over investing. Just buy as much as you can and sit back and do nothing. Stay patient. Wait for it to happen. Don't stress inside of crypto is what I'm telling you. Don't be one of those crypto investors that stress every single day because today might be a red day and tomorrow will be a green day. And people will be telling you that you need to sell now. It's going to zero and all that nonsense. Just buy whatever you can. Don't overinvest and don't stress about it. You will make money off this cryptocurrency. Weekly close above $2.94 puts us right on track for that $4 relief rally. That comes from Zach Rector. Alex Cobb. Okay, now we go to $4 a coin. Like I said, I think we're heading up from here. We're not going back down. Everything is strengthening for XRP as well. You know, all those catalysts, I really want to see those play out during alt season. If that happens, we are going to be talking about higher and higher price points during the rest of this cycle. This catalyst just played out. Now we're going higher. This catalyst played out. Now we're going higher. And it's going to be exciting to watch that happen. People are going to be checking their phones nonstop, checking the market, checking their portfolio, wondering how much higher XRP is going to go. And the major pullbacks, I'm still not seeing those happen. Not with institutional money. SBI plans XRP ETF in Japan, eyes major returns on 9% Ripple stake post IPO. So we're going to have ETFs in other countries as well. We already see the long list of ETFs. I think the ETF in Japan is going to do very well also. And like I said in a video just the other day, it doesn't take a lot of money to move the price of XRP because of the multiplier. So imagine if off of this Japan ETF, there's a good chance that that could bring in another $500 million, maybe another $1 billion, on top of the $8 billion that Jamie Dimon is predicting for the XRP ETFs. Then we'll see other countries go down this path as well. This is just getting started, is what I'm telling you. Mark Fogel, a former SEC lawyer, responded to the conversation by explaining that neither Ripple nor the SEC has yet dropped their appeals. According to him, the process involves the SEC voting internally to dismiss its appeal first. So what Mark Fogel is actually saying is that everything is going through the process. He said it could take several months, but no foot dragging, just legal requirements. It will happen soon. I know we're supposed to get an update on August 15th. Let's hope that's a very positive update, and let's hope that this case starts to wrap up. It would be great if this case ended before we even get the Clarity Act passed. Then you start talking about the XRP ETFs and the IPO and so on. So many big things. You're holding a cryptocurrency that is going to give you life-changing money in this cycle. I made multiple videos, and they're all based on the price predictions, whether it be coming from AI or other people in the XRP community, you know, the chart guys. Think about it like this. Even the most conservative person out there right now is still predicting for a $13 XRP. So at $13, 1,000 XRP is worth $13,000. But most of the predictions are so much higher, anywhere from $27 to $100 plus. Even if you were to say, okay, maybe it doesn't get to $100, but it gets above $50. Now 1,000 XRP is worth $50,000. All of a sudden, that initial investment you made just skyrockets. Think about the excitement people are going to be feeling over the coming months. It is going to be a great time to be in crypto. XRP has almost caught up with ETH in terms of ownership among Morgan Stanley interns. And this was a great article because it points out facts. So according to a Morgan Stanley research survey, only 12% of the banking giant's EU interns now own Bitcoin. 12%. For comparison, 63% of them held the largest cryptocurrency in 2022. People are shifting their money away from Bitcoin. There has been a massive drop-off in cryptocurrency ownership, with a whopping 82% of total respondents claiming that they do not hold digital currencies at all, compared to 69% in 2024. Ethereum has seen an even more stunning collapse from 60% in 2022 to just 7% in 2025. And XRP went from 0% to 5% in 2025. You know what it is? A lot of the people that are selling off their Bitcoin, they're looking for the best return on investment in the crypto space. And right now, the best return on investment is in XRP. That's why the money is shifting into XRP. Ethereum is losing its pizzazz. I don't know, what do you want to call it? It's just losing momentum. People don't have the same belief in Ethereum that they had in the 2021 run. They're looking past Ethereum now as well. Institutional money flips quickly after a couple first movers. We've officially reached a point where not getting involved in DeFi is becoming the bigger risk for institutions. Smart money has already started pivoting. This comes from Cyprus. Take a listen to this clip.
I think very much agree with Rob. I think this year in particular, we're hitting that inflection point in terms of institutional adoption of DeFi, right? Because especially if you kind of take a look from the more global perspective, right? You have firms like Laser Digital, which is a Nomura subsidiary, direct subsidiary, right? With the explicit mandate to actively trade in crypto and market making crypto. And then you have, Middle Eastern sovereigns, right? Putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet and be very public about it. And I think to Rob's point, a lot of the DeFi plumbing that was first kind of pioneered in like DeFi Summer 2021, right? They've gone through like V2, V3, been battle tested, and can start taking institutional positions in size. And in addition, I think there's a lot of tailwinds with Bitcoin ETF adoption, right? Where you have now, Larry Fink of BlackRock kind of going on MSNBC and like bull posting and like really championing not just Bitcoin, but crypto as a whole, right? Where it's, I think, really turning the landscape to, I think oftentimes, right, in kind of institution and enterprise environments, sometimes things flip pretty quickly after a couple first movers from, okay, we don't want to touch DeFi, like it's too risky, to what is our DeFi strategy, right? Why do we not have a DeFi strategy? We saw this with Metaverse, right, last cycle, and I think we're seeing this with DeFi now.
I just want to respond to one thing, to the regulatory point. I think you're completely spot on for what the attitude has been. The President of the United States launched a token entirely permissionless on DeFi rails literally a month ago. And if that isn't a thumbs up and a green flag to come on in, then I don't know what is.
What's going on is this. You have the president who's shifting away from Bitcoin. I honestly don't think the president really cares about Bitcoin at all. He's already looking past Bitcoin. He wants something that's going to strengthen the US dollar and be good for all the American people. And then you have Larry Fink, who was all about Bitcoin, all of a sudden shifting towards Ethereum. And what is he always talking about? He's talking about tokenization. Well, tokenization is going to happen on the ISO rails. And that's going to be a very big deal for not only XRP, but XLM, XDC, HBAR, and so on. So the shift is already happening, because what these institutions do is they follow the narrative as well. So if Larry Fink is already shifting away from Bitcoin, they're like, okay, we don't even want to get involved with Bitcoin, because he sees a much better return on investment over here. And now you're starting to see these treasury companies, these companies creating XRP treasuries at the same time. And they're positioning as well, because they found something that can strengthen their business model when it comes to sending payments around the world. They found a way to do it very fast and very cheap. So other companies will then follow their lead. It's all about who jumps in first. They tend to lead everyone else in a certain direction. We've seen that multiple times, but Bitcoin is losing its relevance. People don't really care about it anymore. It's at a high price, and everybody's always pointing at the price. Look, it's at 120K, but if you're not going to be a whole coiner, what does it really matter? And if it's not going to strengthen your business model, what does it really matter? If you're not going to be transacting in it and you're just going to be buying it and holding it, people lose interest really quick with that narrative. Oh, it's a store of value. Oh, look it's a great hedge against inflation. Yet every time there's a little bit of uncertainty in the world, right away, Bitcoin comes collapsing down. And people are starting to see it now. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I honestly believe we are heading to $4 plus. That's the next move for XRP. And a lot of people still believe that we could be close to double digits by the end of August. Let's wait and see how that all plays out. Because first, let's break $5. Then we'll start talking about $10 plus. And until it all happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.